The first two Avatar films double as love letters to the natural world from director James Cameron, and we can't wait to see what new creatures Fire and Ash has in store for us. We've already seen glimpses of 3 new creatures, the medusoid and windray, who together pull the Tlalim clan's sky caravans, and the fearsome nightwraith, believed to be a cousin of the Ikran. The nightwraith is Mangquan leader Varang's flying mount of choice. While we wait to see what other weird and wonderful creatures await, here are all the others we've met on Pandora. Great Leonopteryx. Above the jungles, nothing commands more fear than the Great Leonopteryx. Known to the Na'vi as Toruk, meaning last shadow, this enormous flying predator dominates the skies of Pandora from its home in the Hallelujah Mountains. With a wingspan stretching over 25 meters, Toruk is the largest known aerial creature on the moon. Its body is built for speed and power, streaked in vivid crimson, yellow, and black stripes. 4 massive wings propel it through the clouds, while its hooked beak and razor-sharp teeth make short work of any prey below. The Na'vi fear and revere Toruk. To see the shadow of Toruk pass overhead is to know you are prey, and to see it land is to understand that death has arrived for you. In Na'vi legends, those who can tame this predator become Toruk Makto, riders of the last shadow, destined to unite the clans. Few have ever achieved it. Jake Sully did it once to rally the Na'vi against the human invaders, but history remembers only a handful of Toruk Makto throughout all the centuries. The Na'vi call it a sign from Awa when a rider appears. In the ecosystem, Toruk is an apex predator, feeding on banshees, forest animals, and sometimes even thanators. It nests on remote cliffs, only descending to hunt or during mating seasons. The balance of the skies depends on its rule. For humans, the Great Leonopteryx became a symbol, proof of how little they understood Pandora. For the Na'vi, Toruk is a living legend, a constant reminder that the wilds of Pandora answer to no one. Akula. If the Tolkien are the soul of Pandora's oceans, the Akula is its nightmare. Known for its brutal speed and unstoppable force, the Akula is the deadliest predator lurking in the deeper waters of the reef. Stretching over 15 meters in length, the Akula is built like a living torpedo. Its body is armored with thick plating, its jaws lined with serrated teeth capable of biting straight through bone. It moves with terrifying speed, able to chase down even the fastest prey in open water. The Akula is a solitary hunter. It stalks the edge of coral reefs, ambushing anything that crosses its path. Elu, young Tolkien, or even reckless humans. It strikes with brute force, delivering devastating bites before disappearing back into the depths. To the Metkayina Na'vi, the Akula is a force of nature, respected, feared, and avoided. They do not attempt to tame or bond with it. It's a living reminder that Awa's balance includes predators that must be left alone. Loak, the youngest son of Jake Sully, learned this lesson firsthand when an Akula chased him through the reef after he gets separated from the group. Outsmarting it became a defining moment in his coming of age, but for most, encountering an Akula ends in tragedy. A quick reminder, we'll be exploring every corner of the Avatar universe in the lead-up to Fire and Ash, so if you want to know more about the Akula or any other incredible Pandoran creature, let us know in the comments. Direhorse. On the open plains and through the thick jungles of Pandora moves one of the most iconic creatures of the Na'vi, the Direhorse. Known as Pali, this 6-legged herbivore serves as their most reliable land mount. Standing as tall as an elephant and at as much as 6 meters in length, the Direhorse is built for speed. It has a long, elegant frame with a smooth, striped hide. Its 6 legs give it incredible balance and agility, allowing it to sprint across dense forests and weave through tangled underbrush with ease. The Na'vi form Tsahelu with the Direhorse, creating a deep bond that lets them guide the animal with thought alone. Hunters rely on Direhorses to track prey, clans use them to transport supplies, and warriors ride them into battle. Despite their size, Direhorses are peaceful by nature. They travel in herds, grazing on grass and leaves, but when threatened, they can deliver crushing kicks with their powerful legs or stampede in coordinated bursts of speed. Direhorses play a key role when Neytiri teaches Jake Sully to form Tsahelu and ride for the first time. Jake's swift success in bonding with and riding a Direhorse is a turning point, symbolizing his growing connection to Na'vi culture. Later, during the final battle, Na'vi warriors are seen charging into combat on Direhorses, highlighting their importance as swift and powerful battle mounts. For the Omaticaya and other forest clans, the Direhorse represents loyalty, strength, and freedom. Hammerhead Titanothere. In the dense forests and glades of Pandora roams one of the most intimidating herbivores ever seen, the hammerhead Titanothere. Known to the Na'vi as Angtsìk, this six-legged giant is a living wall of muscle and armor. Standing over 6 meters tall at the shoulder and weighing in excess of 5 tons, the Titanothere is easily recognized by its massive hammer-shaped head crest. This wide, reinforced plate is used to shove through and clear vegetation, intimidate rivals, and defend against predators. Brightly colored flaps on either side of its head flash vivid warning colors when the beast feels threatened. Despite its herbivorous nature, the hammerhead is famously aggressive. If startled or challenged, it will lower its enormous head and charge with devastating force, capable of flattening trees, human vehicles, and any creature foolish enough to block its path. For the Na'vi, the Titanothere is a symbol of raw strength and the forest's untamable spirit. They hunted only in times of great need, honoring its sacrifice with songs and ceremonies. During the final battle in Avatar, Jake Sully prays to Eywa for help, and the Hammerheads respond alongside other creatures, saving the day for the Na'vi and reinforcing their cultural importance to the Omaticaya Na'vi as a force of Eywa's will. And remember, this is part 1 of our deep dive into Pandora's creatures. We've got more incredible creatures coming in part 2. Hit subscribe, you won't want to miss it. Skimwing. Among the crashing waves of Pandora's oceans lives a creature built for speed, power, and combat. The Skimwing. Known to the Na'vi as Tsurak, the Skimwing is the riding beast of the reef clans. We see both Jake and Tonawari riding in Way of Water. Measuring up to 14 meters in length, the Skimwing looks like a fierce combination of flying fish and predatory eel. Its long, streamlined body is armed with rows of sharp teeth, and its broad wing-like fins allow it to rocket through water at incredible speed. With a flick of its powerful tail, it can launch itself from the sea, gliding for long distances above the waves before diving back beneath the water. The Metkayina clan prizes the Skimwing as a warrior's mount. Unlike the gentle Elu, bonding with a Skimwing is a challenge of dominance. Only the strongest and most determined Na'vi can tame one, forming Sahelu and earning the right to ride it across open oceans and into battle. In times of conflict, the Skimwing is the Metkayina's fastest weapon, used to patrol their territory, hunt dangerous sea creatures, and fight human threats. In the Way of Water, Jake Sully himself learns to ride a Skimwing, proving himself worthy to the reef people in the process. Fan Lizard. Among the glowing roots and streams of Pandora's rainforest, one small creature never fails to catch the eye, the fan lizard, known to the Na'vi as Kenten. At first glance, it appears as a simple, palm-sized lizard with smooth skin and subtle stripes, but when startled, it performs one of the most dazzling displays in the forest. The fan lizard unfurls a brilliant circular membrane from its back, glowing with vibrant bioluminescent colors, and spins rapidly like a living frisbee, launching itself into the air to escape predators. This defensive flight is brief but spectacular. In the dense forest, it helps the fan lizard avoid becoming prey to larger animals like viper wolves and stingbats. It feeds on insects and nectar, clinging to tree trunks and basking near bioluminescent plants. The beauty of the fan lizard is hard to miss, as Jake noticed in the first film when he taps one and it flies off spinning. Woodsprite. Floating silently through the jungles of Pandora is a creature unlike any other, the Woodsprite or Atokirina. Though it appears small and fragile, it holds a power that goes to the very heart of Na'vi culture. A Woodsprite is the seed of the Tree of Souls, the most sacred site to the Na'vi. It looks like a glowing, delicate jellyfish drifting on the air with fine white tendrils trailing beneath it. Bioluminescent and weightless, it glides effortlessly through the forests, often gathering near places where Eywa's presence is strongest. To the Na'vi, the Woodsprite is a pure spirit. It is said to carry the voices of ancestors and to be Eywa's messenger. If a Woodsprite chooses to land on you, it is seen as a sign of great importance, marking the individual as chosen or blessed by Eywa. Jake Sully's first connection to the Na'vi began with a flock of Woodsprites landing on him. This occurs shortly after a single Atokirina lands on Neytiri's arrow, convincing her to spare Jake's life. During the most sacred rituals, like the transfer of Jake's consciousness seen at the end of the first film, these glowing seeds gather, symbolizing Eywa's guidance and the presence of past generations. Anemonid. Anemonids resemble large tropical flower stalks with flexible petal-like appendages that react to nearby movement. Their colors range from soft coral tones to bright violet and blue, with bioluminescent streaks that glow faintly at dusk. Despite appearing rooted, these organisms are highly reactive, bending, curling, or recoiling when disturbed. Jake Sully discovers this during his first night alone in the forest in Avatar. As he moves through the undergrowth, the organisms recoil into their stalks with a sharp, fluid motion as Jake brushes past them. The scene highlights their magnetonastic sensitivity, likely responding to the metal of his gear and weapon. What sets anemonids apart from ordinary plant life is their unique metal-based nutrition. Instead of absorbing typical minerals like nitrogen or phosphorus, anemonids draw in metal elements from the soil, including trace amounts of unobtainium. This adaptation gives them a rare ability. They respond visibly to magnetic fields. To the Na'vi, anemonids are sensitive forest sentinels. While not dangerous, they are treated with caution and respect. Their subtle movements help hunters detect the presence of nearby RDA soldiers, who often trigger their magnetic responses unknowingly. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of Avatar. Daisy Anemone. In the shimmering lagoons and reef gardens of Pandora, beauty disguises danger in the form of the carnivorous daisy anemone, a colorful, bioluminescent invertebrate that anchors itself to rock or coral surfaces, while its trailing tendrils conceal a powerful sting, capable of paralyzing small fish. Larger swimmers are wise to keep their distance. Like anemonids, daisy anemones are sensitive to magnetic fields. When nearby metal is detected, such as an RDA tool or piece of equipment, the anemone slowly turns toward it. In Avatar, The Way of Water, daisy anemones briefly reveal their more aggressive potential. During a skirmish in the reef, Kiri uses her connection to Eywa to command nearby anemones, causing them to wrap around and disable RDA soldiers underwater. This moment is one of several that proves even the smallest, most beautiful organisms can become weapons when Eywa calls them. Ikran. The Ikran, known to humans as the mountain Banshee, features across both Avatar films. In Avatar, Jake Sully's bonding with an Ikran marks his acceptance into the Omaticaya clan and his true commitment to Pandora's way of life. The Ikran becomes his personal mount, crucial in battle against the RDA. In The Way of Water, although the focus shifts to the sea and Metkayina culture, the Ikran remains central to the Sully family's identity, symbolizing their roots with the Omaticaya. Neytiri continues to ride her bonded Ikran, using it in combat and transport, reminding viewers that no matter how far they travel, their bond with the sky and the traditions of the forest endure. With a wingspan stretching nearly 12 meters, the Ikran is built for speed and precision flight. 4 powerful wings allow it to glide effortlessly through turbulent winds, while its streamlined body and sharp, beak-like jaws make it a deadly aerial hunter. Its vibrant skin glows with unique patterns of bioluminescence, no two Ikran ever looking exactly alike. Young Na'vi must bond with an Ikran through Tsahelu in a dangerous ceremony known as Iknamaya. This life bond is permanent, creating a partnership that lasts a lifetime. Ikran hunt small animals, fish, and occasionally other aerial prey like stingbats. Their fierce independence means they only bond with one Na'vi, and only after a battle of wills where the Na'vi must prove their worth. Sturmbeest. Next up is the Sturmbeest, seen during Jake Sully's initiation hunt. The Sturmbeest, called Talioang by the Na'vi, is a symbol of raw power. Standing over 4 meters tall with a muscular 6-legged frame and a prominent forward-curving horn, it resembles a bison built for battle. Sturmbeasts move in large herds, stampeding as a defense against predators and threats, capable of crushing vehicles and knocking down trees. In the battle for the Tree of Souls, they answered Eywa's call and turned their fearsome power against the RDA's AMP suits. For the Na'vi, the Talioang is hunted rarely and with reverence, providing essential resources like meat and hide. Their thundering charge has made these Stormbeasts infamous among RDA researchers. The Sturmbeest appears for a little longer in the extended cut of the first film and in the 2009 video game. Slinger. Deep within Pandora's shadowy swamps, where the roots knot and the waters run still, stalks the Slinger, or Lanay'ka, a creature known for its lethal precision. This six-limbed predator lies in ambush, perfectly camouflaged in the murk, waiting motionless for hours. Its signature weapon is a harpoon-like tongue tipped with a venomous spike, capable of striking prey at lightning speed from a distance. Rather than pursue, it impales prey from afar, dragging them into the muck to feed. To the Na'vi, the Lanay'ka embodies the dangers of complacency, a silent killer hiding just beyond sight, teaching hunters that in Pandora's swamps, the most dangerous threats are the ones you never hear coming. The Slinger is featured in Avatar, an activist survival guide, 2009, and the Avatar Rites of Passage comic series, 2019, where it is depicted as a feared ambush predator in the dense swamps. Though not seen in the films, it remains a canon part of Pandora's ecosystem in the expanded universe. Gill Mantle. Last but not least, in the clear waters of Pandora's shallow reefs drifts one of the most remarkable symbiotic creatures, the Gill Mantle, or Txampaysye in the Na'vi tongue. With its translucent, membrane-like body and flowing tendrils, it glows softly beneath the waves, pulsing with bioluminescent light. When placed over the face, it forms a living breathing mask, extracting oxygen from the water and allowing Na'vi to remain submerged far longer than natural breath-holding permits. For the Metkayina clan, the Gill Mantle is a daily companion, used in hunting, exploration, and sacred rites.
Avatar: The Way of Water shows Kiri using one
to connect with the underwater spirit tree, highlighting its role not just in survival, but in spiritual connection. Small and gentle, the Gill Mantle symbolizes Pandora's delicate balance, where even the tiniest creature plays a vital role in sustaining life. That's it for part 1 of our journey through Pandoran wildlife. Stay tuned for part 2, and don't forget to like and subscribe as we cover every corner of Pandora in the lead up to Fire and Ash.